Hello everyone, this is LATHA AKULA. In this video, we are going to study about the last topic in the living world, that is the taxonomical aids. So, what is the importance of studying the living organisms taxonomical level? We know that there are several living organisms present on earth. So many plants are present, animals are present, right? By this systematic study of all these living organisms, they provide some knowledge, right? That knowledge is beneficial for the human beings. By using that knowledge, human beings, we can use that knowledge in various fields like agriculture, forestry, fishery and industries. And not only that, we are able to avail the various bioresources present on the earth. And here, for all those taxonomical studies, there is the primary source of taxonomical studies was collection of the specimen of plants and animals. It is the primary source of taxonomical studies. So by using these taxonomical studies, what we can do? So this knowledge of taxonomical study that can be used in for fundamental study of different living organisms, and also for the systematic study of these organisms. And not only that, the information gathered was stored in the form of specimens, right? Those specimens can be used for future studies. Whenever we want to study about any living organisms, by seeing those specimens we can easily study them. Okay, this is about the taxonomical aids. There are several taxonomical aids. In that, the first one is herbarium. What is a herbarium? Herbarium is also called as storehouse of collected plants. Storehouse of collected plant specimens is called as herbarium. Here, what we will do is we'll collect the plants from particular area, in any area, and those collected plants were first dried, pressed and preserved on sheets. They were dried, pressed and preserved on sheets, and these sheets were arranged in a sequential order. They were arranged in a sequence, and these sheets were carefully preserved for future use. Whenever we want to study about any plant, will by seeing those sheets we can study. That means this herbaria, they provide a quick source of reference also. And here, uh, uh, on those sheets we will provide some information also. On the right hand side of the lower corner, if it is a sheet, on the right hand lower corner we will provide some information. What is the information we will write there was date of the specimen, when it was collected, and place where it was collected, and what is the English name of that plant, and also vernacular or local name of that plant was mentioned. And not only that, the botanical name or scientific name of that plant was also mentioned, and in addition the family of the specimen was also written, and finally the person who has collected that plant was also mentioned. And these herbaria, they provide quick source of reference. And here, these are the list of some herbaria. In that, the first one is Royal Botanical Kew Garden, which is located at England, and the Central National Herbarium, it is located at Calcutta. Next taxonomical aid was Botanical Gardens. Here, Botanical Gardens, what we will do is we will preserve the plants here. Here in a botanical garden, it is an institute or some enclosed area where will collect some plants from outside. In different areas, we'll collect the plants and keep it in one place. That is called as botanical garden. That means this botanical gardens, they were ex situ conservation. Ex situ conservation means what? They were brought from the outside their natural habitat and kept it one place. That is called as ex situ conservation strategy of plants. Here, what we will do in botanical gardens, first of all, the plant was identified. first the type of the plant is identified, and then it is properly labeled, its common name, its botanical or scientific name, and family was mentioned. That is called as botanical names. And here these are the list of the some of the botanical gardens. In that, the first one is Royal Botanical Kew Garden. We have already studied, right? This is in the herbarium. And next one is a National Botanical Garden Lucknow, Indian Botanical Garden Howrah, and Lloyd Botanical Garden Darjeeling. And third taxonomical aid was museum. We know what are museums. There are so many things were exhibited, right? Here, in this museum, the living organisms were exhibited. It is also a place for storing, preserving, and exhibiting the plants and animals. What is the museum? It is a place for storing, preserving, and exhibiting the plants and animals. Here, the specimens it may be a plant or animal. It is called a specimen. That specimens were placed in some glass jars or containers, and inside that container it is filled with preservative liquid. That preservative solution is called, commonly used preservative solution is the formalin or formaldehyde. And not only that, some of the plants and animals, they were also stored in the form of dry specimens. For example, insects. Insects were taken, those insects were collected, killed, pinned, and kept in some insect boxes, and some preservatives are used to stop the spoilage. And some large animals like reptiles, birds, and mammals, they were also preserved by stuffing. Whatever the contents present, waste contents present inside was removed, properly cleaned, and it was properly stuffed, and by using some preservating substances, they were stored. And in that, the museum example is National Museum of Natural History, NMNH, that is located at Delhi, National Museum for Natural History. And the next one is zoological parks or zoos. Here, these zoos are nothing but, we know that what are zoos? Different types of animals were kept, right? Wild animals were taken and kept at one place in a protected environment, in an enclosed environment. So those are called as zoos. And like plants, where in plants, ex situ conservation of the plants is called as botanical gardens. Here in the animals, ex situ conservation strategy of animals is called as zoos. Here some endangered species of the animals were taken from their natural habitat and kept in enclosed environment in the zoo parks. And the zoo parks are ideal to study, learn different food habits, behaviors of the animals. The example for these zoos were National Zoological Park, which is located at Delhi. This National Zoological Park, it is the one of the finest zoo of the Asia. Next taxonomical aid was key. What is a key? Here, these keys are the taxonomical aids which are used for the identification of the plants and animals based on similarities and differences. So what is the basis for this? Here, the plants and animals were identified based on similarities and dissimilarities. And here, in this case, there are set of alternate or contrasting characters are present. By selection and elimination process, one can find out the name of the organism. Here we will use the set of contrasting characters, right? These contrasting characters or contrasting statements were in the form of a pair. That pair of contrasting characters were called as couplet, and individual character or individual statement of that couplet was called as a lead. And here we need to remember the pair of contrasting characters were called as couplet, and individual statement or each statement or each couplet character of the couplet is called as lead. And it was analytical in nature. In this key, these 3 points are very important. What is a couplet, what is a lead, and analytical nature. And here if we see, for example, for this studying this key, we'll take one example. We want to identify one organism. We don't know what it is. So here we have provided with us 4 couplets. And that first couplet is only one cell. That means unicellular. And another statement in that couplet is more than one cell, that is multicellular. If it is the organism is one cell, we'll have to go to two, and if it is a multicellular, we have to choose the option 3. So second couplet is nucleus is present, nucleus is absent. If the nucleus is present, it is protista. If the nucleus is absent, it is the monera. What are protista? These are the unicellular eukaryotes, and monerans are the unicellular prokaryotes. There is no nucleus is present, that is nuclear membrane is absent, right? And third couplet is autotrophic, heterotrophic. Autotrophic means what? They may be plantae. If it is a heterotrophic, we have to go to 4. The fourth couplet is motile or non-motile. Motile means they may be animals or animalia, or non-motile means they may be fungi. Like this, there are several couplets were present. Here, each pair of these contrasting characters were called as couplets, and individual statement of this couplet is called as lead. This is about the key. The next one is flora. Flora is nothing but the book that contain information about the plants present in particular area. Here in that book, that information is provided about the plants, their habitats, their distribution, and some information was given. Okay, so flora is nothing but the book containing information about the habitat, distribution of the various plant species present in particular area, and this flora that provides index to the plant species found in a particular area. Example for this flora is Flora of the Delhi. It is given by the J.K. Maheshwari. Next, manual. Manual is also a book. It also consists of complete list and description of the plants of particular area. Here the complete description, total plants present in that particular area, the list and the description was given in the manual. And this manual, they provide information for the identification of the names, of various plants found in the area. Next, monograph. Monograph means, mono means what? Single, right? Here monographs, they provide information about any one taxon. They provide information about only one taxon. And the last one is catalog. Catalog is also here the plants, various plant species found in particular area, the list was given in alphabetical arrangement. If it is in the form of alphabetical arrangement, the species were provided in an alphabetical arrangement in particular area, that is called as catalog. So all these are the several taxonomical aids. With this we have completed the living world, and then the next video we are going to study about plant kingdom in Telugu. I hope this video is useful for you. If you feel this video is useful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, LATHA AKULA Biology Tutorials. Please keep watching.